As soon as you have untightened the spark plug, you will need to finish removing it by hand so your socket doesn't get jammed under the gas tank. When you change the spark plug, look at manufacturer direction and look how your plug is seated. They'll tell you how much you have to tighten it after it is installed. If you over tighten it, you can damage your engine. Always keep these old juice can and a funnel. As you can see, they are very practical to remove the oil in a snowblower. The controls on a snowblower is very simple. On the left side you have the traction, then you can control the chute direction, you can control how far you want to throw the snow, you control the speed, and you control the auger. On the engine itself, you have the gas, the red button, the yellow for the oil, and here you have the control of it, which means the primer, the security key, the choke, and the lever here to indicate that you can power the things on and off. And that's it, you're all set with the snowblower. Let's remove the cap and change the oil. Let's remove the silver cap over the funnel and replace the oil in the snowblower. Don't be surprised if it doesn't go fast. You can make it go faster by turning the engine a little bit before, so the oil will be warmer. But as this place is heated at 41 degrees Fahrenheit, that's not such a big deal, and you just have to wait a little longer, and I prefer to work on a cold engine to avoid burning my hands. Don't forget to unscrew the top cap, because else if you don't break the vacuum, it will take forever for the oil to go. At the end, when you start having less oil coming out, just push a bit on the handle to tilt the machine back so all the oil would get out of the engine. Two more things you shall do when you have finished this. You shall put the proper air pressure inside the tires and also grease all the grease zerks so your machine will work properly for many years. Another trick to avoid troubles is to change the spark plug every year, change the oil every year. Always use gas, super gas or high octane gas of the year. And another thing you need to put all the time in your gas, so you don't ever know when you're going to stop using it and you are going to gum your carburetor, is fuel stabilizer. If you use fuel stabilizer all the time, you will never gum your carburetor. This has been done for over 10 years without any problem. When you pour gas, to avoid spilling gas all over the place into your machine, always use a double-sided rubberized funnel, so there will be no gas spillage. Always put gas on a cold engine. Putting gas on a warm engine is a high risk of fire. So avoid problem, let your engine cool down. Anyway, you always fill up your gas before you start, and I can tell you with the size of this gas tank, you would have no problem for a little while. If you're going to buy yourself a snowblower, buy one with serrated auger, buy one with thick steel, and most of all, a gearbox that's made of cast iron. If the machine looks flimsy, it is flimsy. The real test for snowblower is not what they show you in the ads. In the ads, they will show you snowblower growing to white fluffy snow. Anything can go through white fluffy snow. What's the real test is what they put on the side of the road. Then you have thick, tough, hard snow to remove, and then you'll be very happy to have a super solid front auger with serrated teeth, held by big thick metal pieces, not some flimsy machine, because If the front auger looks flimsy, it is flimsy. Make sure also the side of your machine are made of thick steel. If it's not made of thick steel, it will not last, and if you have the bad luck of hitting anything big, it will destroy your entire machine. A steel snow chute is also very important. It will not break, it will last. Yes, it will rust a little, but you have to take into account this machine is over 10 years old. Make sure you have a big impeller, and if you ask the guy, ask if it is dual strap. If it's not dual strap, you will change strap all the time because of that big auger. Obviously, you need an overhead engine. The main reason is less pollution and much less gas consumption. And also look how it's made. If you see thick steel all over the place, even the control panel is not made of these cheap tiny sheet of metal, then you have a machine that will last. And as this machine have over 10 years, still work like new, it's probably going to last another 50 years.